What's that sound?
What's that sound? What's that sound? It's the MOBcast.
I am a model employee.
No,
Mr.
So it's the whole thing. I love The Office because, and I do miss it. I miss being, seeing my folks in Akron because I do enjoy talking to people and stuff like that and kind of the office camaraderie. But like, I am totally fine at home. And of course, that's I understand not every job is like that. So I don't know.
No, they could hook up a joystick remote control to the airplane, and Jordan could fly that. They do it with drones.
Jordan's gonna wake up at 4 a.m. for his flight plan. Ugh, let's go.
I'm gonna land a 747 in my underwear.
Sits at his desk, which is the like flight simulator. Basically.
It's that gif from South Park, that super fat guy that's just sitting there.
Yeah, this looks good.
Moving the mic around.
One day, no, hopefully not. Your job will be necessary forever.
We get an engine fire in flight, and I just turn my TV off.
Well, yeah. What happens if you lose Wi-Fi or something?
What happens if you turn off the Xbox?
So flight 343 is buffering.
Get the red rings. Get the red rings.
I think we're somewhere over Montana right now. I'm not really sure.
Does it automatically go into cruise control, autopilot, or does it just go down?
No, engine shut off. Start screaming, throw your controller at the TV. Fucking hackers!
Jordan's like, shoot, I accidentally turned it off. Sorry about that, passengers. We are back, and they're all like, dying after they do.
Currently 30 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
Please buckle your seatbelts. This is gonna be a bumpy ride.
Just luckily over a field, not a city. So that's good.
I inverted the bird and landed her top side.
That's awesome.
Danny DeVito, if you're listening, I love you.
We love you so much.
God, he's the trash man. Number one fan.
Well, guys, I mean, this is the MOBcast, obviously, and what we're going to talk about today is that we all got opinions, we all got things we like, things we dislike, and what we're going to do today is we all have made a top 5 list of anything and everything. And none of us know what each other's is. So we're all going to share it, and we're going to debate it, discuss it, talk about it, and later on we may have some more time to just throw out some more random lists that I'm sure we all made probably a decent number of just random top 5 things to us. And so just right off the bat, Jordan, if you just want to get us started with your top 5 whatever.
So we all met in college, and
We did.
There's a certain activity you do in college a lot more than other activities, and it's not studying. It pertains to drinking. And I taught you guys a couple of games in college. I'm going to start off this podcast with a new game. Every time someone says top 5, I'm going to take a drink. But my top 5.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. Is drinking games. And I don't know how you guys wanted to run through it, if I could say my top 5, or if you guys want to go one by one and talk about it. But
I was going to say, totally up to you. I think it's up to the person. Like, if you want to go through each and say why you like it, and then just go through all 5, then we can talk about it, or someone can jump in. I feel it's totally up to you.
Number 1, easiest pick was Pong.
Oh.
And I picked it because, everyone plays it, everyone knows it, everyone has their own rules. But my forever Pong partner will be Michael Falcone. I've never seen a kid who's never played sports have the most athletic ability in the weirdest sport. But
just
whenever
hand-eye coordination.
Okay, but when he's not sober, dude's amazing at Pong. We never lost.
And
Not
Fortnite.
sober.
And pretty much everything. Maybe I've been living my life wrong the whole time.
Shows up to work
Just a good
hammered.
game.
Just being intoxicated. I also put with Pong Chandelier. If you guys remember what that game is, I know Michael does.
Oh yeah.
It's 3 people on each side. You have 40 cups on each side with beer in it, and you line up with your person you're against. If they make a cup, you have to drink it. And there's 1 cup that's filled. If you make that, you have to drink that entire cup plus the 3 underneath it. You cannot throw until that's done. great memories with that one. But number 2 was 3-man.
Oh,
And I taught you guys all 3-man.
No,
I
bad.
was not a fan of 3-man.
yeah, that's a good
Roll
one.
dice and drink. Roll dice and drink. That's what the game is. There's
Pretty
no
much.
rules.
It's
There
drink.
are plenty of rules.
Those are the rules.
That game starts at night and also ends at the same time somehow.
I've seen your father literally
Oh.
go, you, him, me, and another secret third person who I'm not going to mention, but she couldn't have weighed more than 110 pounds, and I've never seen somebody go from sober to blackout drunk in 20 minutes. That's what 3-man is. My
Hey,
God.
If you become 3-man, you're in for a fun night.
That's dangerous. Yeah.
And then number 3 on my list is beer die. Just playing baseball.
Yeah. Yep.
Being a baseball player, the hand-eye coordination is
That's-
so much fun to play
that's
beer
a
die.
fun
You're
one.
standing, you're moving around.
Yeah, I really like that one. That one's fun.
Yeah, beer guy's fun.
Didn't get to play it as much as I liked in college, and I never played outside. We had a sitting game in SAA of beer die that we played, which was still a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, no, that was fun. It's not as fun as the real thing though.
Yeah, it's chill.
It's chill.
And then
Good
number
vibe.
4, I can't remember if I taught you guys this game or not, but Asshole. Game called Asshole.
I've definitely
This
heard of
sounds
that.
familiar.
It's kind of like Uno, where you have to get out first, and you have a president, vice president, secretary, and they can tell everyone underneath them to
Oh,
drink.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's a really fun. Go ahead, Bob.
No, I said that's ringing a bell a little bit.
I just liked it because it's kind of strategic. It's a chill game. Sit down and play it. And then my last one is beer ball. Because where you throw the ping pong
yes.
ball at the.
Yep.
Me and
Love
Michael
beer ball.
played the crap out of that game at a random podunk backwater country concert one day, and it was so much fun.
Backwater.
That was a good time.
He wasn't even there for the.
I showed up for the tailgate, and then I left.
Yeah.
It was first Niagara Pavilion, though. It was not backwater.
Well, I just remember going into the trees to pee.
Michael, did you show
I feel
up
like
to
that's
the
any country
tailgate,
concert.
then
Yeah.
leave?
Yeah. Yes. I didn't partake. I didn't partake heavily. I had like a beer, and then I was just there for the memes.
My lights just turned off.
Well, don't drink and drive, folks. Seriously, it's bad.
That's a very good tip. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good list. It's a solid
No, I
list.
really
right
like
there.
that. I definitely feel like that's like really unique because I had no idea what everyone's bringing, and I really like that one.
Ooh,
But
can I go next? I think
that's
I
my
have
top
a really
five.
good one.
Hold on. I think I was gonna say like I don't know if this was even on your radar when you were making your list, but have you guys ever played baseball?
Yes.
I really
No,
like baseball too.
I didn't
It
play
did-
baseball. None you do know.
Is that like Dizzy
It-
Bat or something, or
No, Disney Bat's a good one too, though. Baseball would be a good pick if you have the right group.
Yeah, Jordan, if you're probably better at explaining it than I would.
So, baseball, you have it's just like Pong. You shoot at 4 cups in a row. The first cup's a single. Second cup is double, triple, home run. So you take turns. If you miss 3 times in a row or something like that, you're out. You get 3 outs. Switch sides, and you score runs by getting all the way around. But you can also steal. Like if you're on first base, you have a cup in front of you. You drink it, play flip cup, and if the other team's not paying attention, you get the cup down. You steal the base. You move up a base. But they can also, if they're watching you, they can also drink their cup, play flip cup. If they beat you, you're out.
Ah,
do you mean like you need the right group, as in like people paying attention, stuff like that?
Yeah, like you can't be like super intoxicated. You can't have people are just messing around.
Like it's competitive.
That's the
It's-
issue
yeah.
is you get super intoxicated super fast.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
well, that's the point. No.
And then
What is
you
the
just
point of
reminded
all
me
drinking games?
Another good game that I didn't even think about is Blackout, where you play flip cup and Pong at the same time.
Sounds
Oh
dangerous.
my god, what?
Michael,
The
you
name
played
describes it
Blackout.
pretty well.
Yeah, I know, and it still sounds dangerous, especially now that I've been out of college for a while.
Oh,
I don't
gosh.
think nearly 26-year-old Michael would survive.
You would. Let's do it this weekend.
Oh, I played
Okay,
Pong over the
yeah.
weekend, and I got wrecked. I lost all my
you-
ability.
You didn't have your partner.
Out of your
so
prime.
We'll catch you soon. Now, you know what, Jordan? I'm a little bit not disappointed, but I'd like to say 2 honorable mentions. The first one being DUI cart or Beerio cart.
Ooh.
When you play
That's a
Mario
very good
Kart,
one.
any version. You can't drink and drive, though. So you have to basically, before the race starts, slam the beer, and then you can drive. That one's not great if you're not good at chugging beer. And I
Or if you're not good at Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's
Unless
also
the other
true.
person is going to take 10 minutes to.
That's a respectable amount of time to drink a beer.
Another one of my favorite drinking games. It's not a drinking game, but you drink during the game. Is when we
Oh,
just
you're
get
gonna
hammered
steal
and play
mine.
Smash Bros.
Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
that almost got violent multiple times.
we're competitive people.
Um,
Yeah.
Hey,
second-
I'm Dark Link. If you take Dark Link, I don't mess with you, okay?
it's a free country.
It's a free.
Don't take my character.
The amount of fluid in my cap
Okay.
is unbelievable. You know who you are. Anyway, the second honorable mention that I would like to say, now this, talk about podunk BFE, it's called Stump. Now, let me explain how Stump
Oh.
works.
That's a good one.
You need 3 things for a Stump game. Hammer, nails, and a stump. So
balls.
everybody gets in some balls and hand-eye coordination. So everyone gets in a circle around the stump. The stump should be about yay big. It has to be a big stump. And everyone gets a nail that's not hammered in very far, so it's sticking out a couple inches. And what you do is you get the hammer, you flip it one time, and however you catch it on like the upstroke, you have to slam it down on somebody else's nail. And the last nail standing wins. So if that's your nail, you win. Real quick, funny story. I used to know this guy a couple years older than me, and he's a carpenter. And he's like, yeah, man, I used to go and hustle people at parties. So he walks into a party, and he they're playing Stump, and they're like, you want to play it? But they're playing for money. So him and his buddy, so he doesn't know these dudes, and he's playing Stump, and just smacking, like railing them. He won like $100. And then his other buddy walks in that knew the guys, and they were like, "Did you play him?" And like, this guy's a professional carpenter. Like, what are you doing? So
That's
if you're good
awesome.
at carpentry, play Stump. Great game.
Cool.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
So,
I've
I don't
thrown
know
the
if
hammer a
this would
couple
be-
times.
Yep.
Go ahead, Matt.
but I don't know if everybody's going to actually consider this a drinking game, but I would have to say it's one of my favorite drinking games, as in a game that you play while you drink, cornhole.
Oh,
So,
Yep.
anything
I
you
would
got with
consider
it.
that.
You can't play cornhole without drinking. So
An
I
activity
consider
with
it
a
drink
beer in
game.
your hand. Yeah, that's one of the best.
So those are some of my
Never lost.
those are
Get
some of my
a sound
favorite
clip of that.
outside memories, like being outside of Mount, because I know we didn't get to do that a ton. Just like hanging out, drinking, grilling.
Yeah,
It's just fun. It's a
I'm
great
glad
time.
we were able to do that a few times. I feel like
Mhm.
definitely senior year, because we're
There's
like,
4
oh my gosh, school's ending soon. Like, let's make the most of it. No regrets. But Michael, how do you take us to
Yeah.
your list?
Oh boy. Feel like we should wait for Brad.
Yeah, absolutely, we can do that.
Oh no!
But-
Continue. Continue.
Okay, as long as you can hear,
He can
Brad's
hear
just
us.
in his closet. I have my list, so I took it a little bit of a different direction.
Please.
So it's top 5, but because there's only 5 choices, it's basically going to be a worst to best. 5 being the worst, and number 1 being the best, obviously. And it's
Sure.
something I feel like we all know, we've all done, we all continually debate about. It's how do you have your steak prepared, in other words. So
Okay.
okay, yeah, well, no, because I think that there is a right answer and other people will disagree. So the worst obviously is well done. You
Yes.
can't do that.
I agree.
Number 4,
You're
second
just a,
worst.
you're just a wooden board of a human.
Yeah.
If you like well done steak.
If you like well
You're-
done steak, you also like A1 sauce.
Yeah, and you're
All right.
wrong.
Well,
You also
How
eat your
about
steak with ketchup.
Oh,
Brad, that's disgusting. The second worst is bloody rare. It's disgusting. You'll get foodborne pathogens. The
okay. I'm
third
almost
is
putting that one
medium.
above. Well done. Continue, please.
no.
The third is medium well. The second is medium rare, and number one, for me at least, is medium because you get the best of both worlds. It's done enough that you're not worried about getting sick, but it's bloody enough to have the flavor, and you're not dishonoring the cow when you eat it.
Sir,
so
I respect
discuss.
and agree.
Medium rare is the best.
Medium is the top. Michael,
On the rare
I
side,
agree with you.
Medium rare,
like-
you want it borderline mooing.
Yeah,
No,
I want it bleeding.
No,
I want it bleeding.
I'm like a medium rare plus. So like medium
that
rare, but
mean?
like so it's like it's in between medium rare and medium. So
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's
Medium
like,
rare plus.
Medium rare and medium.
It's a new
medium
streaming-
rare.
it's just
It's
it's
a
like a
streaming
little, you know,
service.
yeah. So that's but like Quinn when he was down here, my little brother came last week to visit me, and there's this like farmers market grocery store that has like every week they'll have like meat on sale, and their meat's really really nice. So we got like I
Nice
think
meat.
it was 4 pounds of this like bone-in ribeye for $25. It was amazing, and he cooked it perfectly medium rare. One of the best steaks I've had, and I can't tell you how long. It's just the best.
See, I think
go ahead.
medium rare, and then I would I'm somewhere in between medium rare and the point in which you're about to eat it, and everyone's kind of looking at you like, you sure you want to eat it? And then you just dig in.
I totally agree.
No, you see, no, it has to have the warm pink center. You can't, with a nice char, you want a nice char on the outside, flame broiled, pan comes out at 550 degrees, and it's just perfect. And then you get some hollandaise sauce, and you slather it all over that thing. But if it's mooing, it's gonna run away. So you don't want that.
Gonna run away.
I want to cut into my steak,
No.
look in the middle, see the slightest little bit of purple, and wonder if it's going to kill me. And then
I don't know.
Purple.
I don't know about purple.
okay, maybe
are you eating?
maybe not purple, but I'm just saying rare enough to make me curious.
So Jordan,
if
you
I'm
want
gonna die.
the sizzling top? Just flip, put it on the plate. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Get it nice
I
and
wanna have
seared.
No, I like
Purple's
I like a good
man's
char.
disease.
I like a good char on there.
Nah,
I do
see-
feel bad because when I cook for Brittany, she likes it medium, medium rare. I don't. So I'm cutting into mine. I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, that looks good enough. I give her hers. She's like, this isn't good enough.
Okay, so then how?
like it-
So go ahead, Michael.
I was just gonna say, like rare or even medium rare. It's like cool in the middle.
Ugh.
Not
You want to
necessarily.
eat
Not
cold,
always.
wet, uncooked.
See,
I
I
don't
don't think you've had enough experience with medium to medium rare meats.
I don't want it.
Oh,
That'd be too chewy.
I have never
I feel like
sent
I'm just
back
eating raw
a-
meat.
I've never sent
like-
back a steak for being undercooked. I've sent it back for being overcooked. Never undercooked.
that's fair. I mean, to
I've
a
seen it
point,
both
that's
ways.
fair. I like my
Nathan,
chicken.
you need
medium.
whatever's best
Yeah,
for
so like,
chewing.
are you cutting into your chicken and being like, yeah, still pink. We're
No,
good.
no. Chicken needs to be cooked.
No, what's
Nah,
wrong?
you're good.
You know, if you don't eat medium rare chicken, fucking
So-
get off my podcast.
How do you, how do you like your? Do you eat your hamburgers the same way?
Yeah, actually, yeah. If it's a nice hamburger
Yeah,
place,
okay. I kind of
See,
like.
no.
I like
I'm
my
not going to Burger
hamburger.
King saying like,
I like my burger done. I don't like it really.
Yeah.
I
It
think
depends
I
on
lean-
what type of burger, though.
Yeah.
I lean more towards the medium side for burgers.
Okay.
medium
If it's-
rare sunshine burger is perfect.
You put sunshine in the burger?
No, it's just it's the one with the egg on it.
So hopefully I don't get shot here. But so when I was a kid, I have developed and grown into. I used to like it well done, and then as I got older, I was like, no, like I kind of like, and I went up from like medium well, and then now it's like I like it medium now. So I've evolved closer to your guys' stage as I've grown, but I agree with Michael. Top is medium for me.
I used to actually hate steak because my mom only made it completely well done. And the only way I could get it down, and I know I made fun of it earlier, was with ketchup. And I was like, Mom, I don't want steaks. Don't make this for me anymore.
and then Jordan
and then
cooked it
I-
once.
No, I didn't cook it. I went over to a friend's house, and her dad made it, and it was like perfect.
Jordan's like, I can't eat this. It's not well done.
Well done is like eating a hockey puck.
Yeah.
That's that's just awful.
Sometimes not fully well done, but sometimes like
Don't you
I
try
mean,
to
I guess like well done hamburger is pretty good.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's where I
it
kind of lean
depends.
more with burgers. I like it more on the done side,
Yeah.
not like soup, like a hard, but I prefer it to be more well done than not with a burger.
But see, so if you have like a big, thick, juicy pub burger, that to me is like a good medium to medium, more on the medium well side for me.
Sure.
Like slight pink, not quite like how I like my steaks. But, and this is pretty much impossible not to have well done. If you get like a smash burger when they take like a ball of meat and they just smash it on like a griddle, and then you put the cheese and it all gets like that crunchiness to it. It's thin enough where it's not hard, and then you put all your toppings. It's just something about those are the best, like a Five Guys burger,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
That is always 100% well done,
Yep.
and boy, is it slappy.
So, I have a question to kind of go off of Michael's
Yeah, go
topic.
ahead.
What are your top, like, steak toppings or steak, like things you would want to eat, like, in tandem with steak?
French fries for me.
Applesauce. I love steak and applesauce. I don't know why.
Surprised you didn't say syrup.
Every time I go to Texas Roadhouse, I get the
Nathan.
biggest steak I can and 2 sides of applesauce. Maybe
What?
shrimp sometimes.
You know, I do remember you doing that once. I remember you saying that we went out once and you got that.
All right, Jordan, I think that you're going to be the first to be voted off of the island.
It's like sweet and savory.
I
don't know
need
why
some sort of potato for me.
Yes.
Preferably
But-
like a thick kind of steak fry is kind of what I really like.
So, I would go with garlic mashed potatoes
That'd be
as a side. I think as a side that's the go-to.
give me some carb.
For like a steak like topping. I mean, like if you had some shrimp or mushrooms or onions
Mushrooms.
on that
yeah,
bad Johnny.
mushrooms and onions.
Caramelized
yeah.
onions.
I could do
Yeah,
onions.
buddy.
Mushrooms
Yeah,
to no,
buddy.
but
Nathan, are you serious?
I don't like mushrooms
You don't
Why not?
like,
because look
dude?
at them.
I don't. You haven't
They're
had the right
fungi.
mushrooms. Then.
I
I
love
tried
good
mushrooms for the
fungus.
first time the other day, and I used to like stay away from it completely because it's like fungus, but it wasn't bad. It's a little rubbery for my taste. It was weird.
I think we should
Wow,
all
well done.
clarify these are mushrooms for eating, not mushrooms for seeing God. So
Those are still mushrooms for eating.
that's true. I don't want to see the Hat Man, but anyway, you know what though? I'm not a big topping guy for steak. I like it if it's marinated well. Like I like to make. You need an eye round, but you can. I do it with any steak because I don't have the money to spend on $45 on a steak when I'm making it. There's this marinade that I make and I keep it in there for as long as possible, but it's like lime juice and you put that on the steak to marinate it in. It gets real juicy, and then it has a bunch of different spices and I think the coriander and the cumin. That's what makes it just
Cumin.
fantastic. But it's so much, it just dresses it up. I've also seen real fancy chefs. I might have seen this on TikTok, so it could be a total lie, but they somehow preserve an egg yolk in like salt and they freeze it or something. And then if you
Cryogenical.
yes, and then if you grate it on top of the steak, apparently that's supposed to make it like insanely good. But I have yet to experience that. So
Interesting.
It's very interesting.
there we go.
So is it like egg shavings you're putting on top? Or did I
I
misunderstand
think
that?
so.
Okay.
I think you kill a cow and then you kill a baby chicken and you shave it on top of the dead cow.
So
And then
I think the idea would be
We are
to
not
so like
vegans.
you because it would be frozen. You'd like so it wouldn't be pre-cooked, so it wouldn't be like overdone. So the yolk would probably get cooked with the steak, and I'm sure that it probably makes it taste better because there's a bunch of fat in like the yolk sac.
well, that's the main thing. It's the fat tastes good.
People-
We're
yeah.
evolved that way. We like fat because in caveman days, you never knew when you were going to get to eat. So you're like, let's eat a bunch of fat and not die. But now you can get this shit DoorDash to your house in
I
like
love
15
Taco
minutes
Bell.
or less. Oh,
Has anyone ever had a country fried steak?
Yes.
No.
The one experience I've had with it was not good.
Really?
Can you describe it again?
It's they fry a steak, so like you know how you fry
so they just
chicken
fry it.
with
Okay.
breading and
No, see, leave that to the chicken. That's how I feel. I've never had it, but fried chicken. Ooh, homemade fried chicken's good.
Cracker Barrel country
Cracker
fried
Barrel.
steak's pretty good.
Emily does not like Cracker Barrel.
Why?
Fun story
I don't
about
anymore
fun
either.
story about her and Cracker Barrel. Okay, we've never been 'cause she doesn't like it. I've been like years ago.
Wait. So she doesn't like it because she's never been, and she's never been there?
She's been there. Doesn't like it, and that's why we don't go. Because we have like First Watch and a bunch of other breakfast places around, so they're really good. But she went one time with friends, and she wasn't hungry much, so they give you biscuits, I believe, on the table, and she was like, "Yeah, let's have a water," and then all she ate was the biscuits, and then she was like, "That's all I'm gonna have," and the waitress was like, "All right, it's $0," and Emily was like, "Well, okay." She felt partially bad, but at the same time, she's like, "I didn't know they were free," so she got water, biscuits, and left with friends. So
there you go.
So she dislikes Cracker Barrel without actually trying anything from
she's
Cracker
tried
Barrel.
it. She doesn't like. She's not. So you guys know me. I love like Doug's. I even love like the greasy places like Denny's, Bob Evans, stuff like that. She's not a fan of that really, which is understandable because it's very greasy. But yeah, so
I suppose I understand.
yeah.
My family used to go to Cracker Barrel like
guess.
every Sunday, and after a while, you just can't eat at a certain place anymore. I love going there playing checkers with my grandpa, but I hate their syrup too.
You're not a fan of their syrup.
Yeah, can't go there anymore.
Well, MOBcast, sorry, Cracker Barrel, we're
Sorry.
coming at you.
Yeah, we're not selling you
I
too
tried.
hard.
I tried.
Michael, you got one. You should go. You got one right down from your work.
Yep.
You ever been?
Not gonna lie, I've been a long time ago. Where was I? It was
never been
either
to
a
that
Cracker
one.
Barrel or no, not to that one specifically, but it's always like you see it. There's big billboards if you're road tripping with your family, and the youngest person there besides you is your mom, and she's not that young. She's not a day over 25. The way she looks, but she, with my grandparents, they'll eat whatever. So we always stop there because you can get whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I can't really remember. I mean, it's just like home cooking kind of. I don't really. It's not like if I'm on my deathbed, I'm not gonna be like, damn, I wish I had Cracker Barrel one more time. Like, you know
Where's
what
that
I
last
mean?
meal wishing?
I'm probably gonna ask like, why did the Cracker Barrel I go to have a gift shop? Because it's a restaurant, you know?
It's awesome. That's the best
They
part
always
of
do.
going there.
But like the audacity of you to spend the money on the meal, and then they're like, do you want to buy this wooden spoon that says Cracker Barrel? Like, no.
Why does it Wendy's?
I mean, I get it.
I want Wendy's merch. Where's my
Yeah.
Wendy's gift shop?
Yeah.
Just a wig with the red little tassels coming off of it.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
Every time my grandma would see a Cracker Barrel, like on or great grandma, sorry, whenever we go on like road trips or something, she would scream Cracker Barrel at the top of her lungs. Cracker Barrel.
She's like, stop! We're going. Get off the exit.
And every time we see one, my family makes fun of her.
Oh, that's funny.
Cracker Barrel. Well, before this gets too far off the rails,
Yeah.
who's next?
I believe it's myself, and so my top 5 list, Jordan Drink.
It is.
There it is.
You guys know me. I love video games, so I kind of wanted to center it around something I liked and something that means a lot to me, whatever. And I think we all have an opinion on. And so what I decided to do, in no particular order, I wanted to do my top 5 video game like consoles or platforms. Okay, which means
I'm about to get shit on.
games you play on, what you play on, like PlayStation, Nintendo, Microsoft, all that stuff. Okay, so I'll start it off with the classic, and I actually have them all here. The PlayStation 2. As you can see, it's an absolute icon. It's actually the greatest selling console of all time. Fun fact, if you didn't know that. Over 155 million sold worldwide. And for me, it came out in like 2000, so that was kind of my peak and when I really started gaming, because I remember that's what kind of got me into it from my older sisters, and games like Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, like Kingdom Hearts, that's when I all got into that. And so for me, that's like probably, I don't have a 1 to 5, but like it's one of my favorite of all time. And then so next, my other top 5, continuing on, is the Wii, Nintendo Wii. Here we go. So
There it is.
we all have a personal high stake in this. We love Super Smash Bros. It came out in '06, but we still played it. Still play it today. It came with all the Mario games, Mario Kart, all the next generational, and I feel like for us, our age, it was like a really big video game platform, and it's one of Nintendo's biggest ever, besides the Switch, of course. But
Nick, can I stop you for 1 second?
yeah, please.
You guys were actually not my first Smash group. I played I played Smash on the Cube way back in the day.
Oh yeah.
With my babysitting, like the kids that were in my babysitting group.
Melee. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way back to the original on the 64 too. I played that. I never had it, but I remember playing it like at my small group once. But
We
I was
all have
also-
our past.
I was also gonna say, I don't know if I assuming it's not on your list.
I don't know. We'll see.
I know, but if it's not, I would also couple the GameCube in with your Wii, because it is you're able. It's the Wii's able to support GameCube games and everything. So
That is a great
Big
point because
big thing.
it's really GameCube. GameCube walked so the Wii could run.
Exactly.
And then the Wii U tripped and fell off a bridge. So
Right, exactly.
But the Wii is just so iconic, and I remember playing the original Mario Kart, and to this day we still play Brawl and Super Smash Bros. And it's sold like probably over 110 million worldwide. So I think it's
Damn.
behind the Switch. It's their most popular platform ever. And next, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I just real quick on
Please.
the Wii, because that's the only gaming console I've ever owned.
Did you have a computer?
Well, I didn't have a gaming PC until recently, semi-recently.
That's okay.
In fact, you know what my games were? It was one of those Windows 98 big-ass computers in my grandma's house that didn't get the internet. I had Minesweeper, I had Pinball with one level, and I had
game.
Battleship. Battleship was the single greatest game in the 90s ever. Bro, the graphics, dude, oh my god. But the thing is, I was terrified of this machine because every time you shut it off, it had the Terminator voice go, "I'll be back." And I was like a 4-year-old
pretty
kid. I
sweet.
freaked the hell out. I was like, I literally, my one cousin is a techie guy, and my parents had him uninstall that voice because I was terrified to get on the computer. And that's why I don't know how to code.
That's pretty funny.
The machines are evil. But anyway, Nathan, is that Wii homebrewed? You know how you could do that and get all the games? You know how
No.
you could hack it?
No.
Okay. Well, that's
it is
good
not.
because Nintendo is listening probably.
We have like
so.
3 Wiis in this house. I'm not sure why or how.
Nice.
The question is,
crypto
why
mining.
not?
Why not? One for every room. So, Michael, since you spoke on it, one on my list was PC as a platform because truly
bet.
it was the first of its kind. Ever since we made computers back in the 60s, maybe even before then, but like since games were able to, to the public, basically, it goes all the way back to like the Pong game, if you remember that, it's just the screen, you just play it back and forth,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the ball just bounces. That was in the early 70s. And, exactly. And that just reminds me of the Dell VHS thing. You're like,
Yeah.
when it just hits the corner perfectly. It never does. But no, so computer, it's a platform for kids, adults, and they've had it for decades upon decades. And what you can do now with them, it's just, I think for that reason, they're just such a great platform for everyone all around the world. And then next, so we've gotten the PS2, Wii, computer, and Jordan. So I personally have never owned an Xbox, but in my personal opinion, I think the Xbox 360 was an absolute staple in gaming. Because it said 360 was kind of better than the PS3, at the time they had Halo, Gears of War establishments, and a few other exclusives I'm forgetting. Mass Effect maybe. But
Gears of War, did you say that?
Yeah, I said Gears of War. Okay. But it's just, I feel like I wanted to honor them because the 360 was such an icon really in the late 2000s, early 2010s, that they were such a staple in the gaming world and they were just so popular. Again, I've never owned one, but I've played I've played Halo on my computer. So I've experienced some of their exclusives and stuff, and they're just it's a great console, despite the red rings. But
I only got it once.
Yeah. So that comes in
time.
And the next one. Yeah. And then lastly, I have the PS5 controller. I didn't put it on my list because I just don't think it's old enough yet. What the next generation has done, it's remarkable, but I just don't think it's done its time.
How long have you had your PS5 for?
Like a year and a half, long time. So, of course, lastly is the PlayStation 4. And in my personal opinion, as great as the PS2 is, I think the PS4 is the greatest console ever made to this point. It was so popular. The exclusives they had on it were untouchable, like The Last of Us, Uncharted, Ghost of Tsushima, the Horizon series, everything about it. Yeah, it's... And I think I know Brad, Matt, you guys both have PS4s.
Right now.
Yeah, I feel like it's just it was a staple, and no offense, Jordan, I think it kind of crushed the Xbox One in terms of kind of sales and just popularity. But yeah, so that's my top 5 list of video game platforms: the PS2, Wii, computer, Xbox 360, and the PS4.
I got one issue with it.
Let me hear it.
You didn't put the game sphere on it.
The game sphere.
It's spherical.
So top 5, fantasy video game platforms. Give me a VR suit, the game sphere.
I want the Pear phone from iCarly.
Oh my gosh, dude, you are throwing
Just
it back.
the worst screen design ever.
That's like banana phone.
Coolest thing I ever saw in a movie. I can't remember what the name of the movie was, but it was kids controlling inmates. It was like Death Battle or something like that. And you just sat in your own room. You sat in your own room and you played. You were the person.
Oh, okay. Do you remember that movie? I think it was Russell Crowe. Maybe I'm getting the actors messed up.
I think we're thinking of the same movie.
It's like Gamer or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. And they play as them, but they're actually like dying. So it's
I mean that movie is really dark because they also bring in like sex stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the idea of just being able to be in a room and that's the game.
Or the Spy Kids movie, the one where they're what's the one guy
in the game?
Yeah, like the chosen one. I can't remember his name.
One.
Yeah.
Or was that Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
No, that was
Spy Kids.
I think his name was like Jamie or something.
Yeah.
Fever Dream.
I had a huge crush on his older sister when I was like a 5-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had those tiny baby sharks.
Spy Kids was cool.
Yeah,
because they did. I always loved seeing whenever they went underwater, they escaped. I think it was the first one. They just like popped out McDonald's from like the microwave. I was that was the coolest thing.
Goals.
I actually have just recently rewatched the first Spy Kids.
Really?
Completely forgetting the movie. It was for the memes. I forget. I was hanging out with my friends. We're like, let's throw this on. We were glued to the screen. You forget how off the rails crazy that movie began. Danny Trejo pops up randomly in the first 10 minutes, and you're like, is that Danny Trejo? And it's like he has a major role in the movie. Oh, it is a mess.
Looking back on it, like you really think about it, like those thumb people, they're quite terrifying.
They are.
It's pretty creepy.
Some of those like creatures in the movies, or like people, like their faces got transformed or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember. that absolutely mortified me. I used to have nightmares about those things all the time.
It's
Why
funny.
did Sylvester Stallone agree to be in that movie 5 times? Like, you're Rocky, and now you're
An
doing
all-star
this.
cast.
Like,
I said, "Show me the money."
Nathan, back to your console
Yes.
ranking. Were you including handhelds at all?
So I was, and for me personally, I know. Like, please go on. So, what would you change?
PSP's not in there.
No, it's not.
PSP's on the bottom.
I know.
I love the PSP, but yeah, it wasn't the best.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would couple the GBA
Yep.
in with
Yep.
DS because you could play both on it. But I think definitely the DS was up there. It would probably be on your list. I'd probably put it at like 4 or 5 or 4-3 maybe.
Okay.
Just because
That's high.
If I had
That's really high.
if I had to list
I
these,
think so.
so I'd put it PS4, PS2, no, PS4, computer, PS2, Wii, then Xbox would be my list. My 1 to 5 per se.
Nintendo DS.
And Brad, I agree with
think-
you because the DS was also one of the most popular gaming things like of all time.
Right. That was one of those things where it's like kids would have theirs on the bus,
Yeah.
and I would freak out. I'd be like, "Mom, I need one." And then when I finally got one,
need
and
it.
she wouldn't let me bring it on the bus, I would sneak it on the bus. And I mean, like, for me, like, I was super into Pokemon, so that was a huge deal for me.
And you could like play with people, right?
Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. Like, you'd be like on the same bus, and you'd do like the Picto chat where you're like,
Yeah.
PictoChat, that is the greatest invention. I used to sit at swim meets when I was a little kid in like the invitationals in rooms of maybe 1,000 people. All the kids had DSs. It was a war zone in the PictoChat.
It was a war
mess.
zone. All right, boys.
It
here.
was. Oh,
So Brad mentioned it. I just pulled it out. Here's a Game Boy Advanced. Okay?
Oh.
That iconic little boy. And Brad, I may throw you back here. I know we talked about it a little bit ago. Here is Pokemon Gold.
"Oh,
And then I believe this is Crystal.
no way!"
And then here's
I didn't know
Emerald.
you had those.
But
Very
it's like
nice.
torn
Emerald's
apart.
the best. Emerald's
Somewhere
Then
in
I
my
have Pokemon
parents'
Pinball
basement-
and Tarzan. But
Somewhere in my basement is the original Game Boy that my uncle gave me.
like a color.
No, before color, and it didn't even have a
that-
backlight.
That old.
Yeah. Yeah, and also
That's
I did have a
dope.
color, and for the color I had the Pokemon Yellow with Pikachu on it.
Yeah.
That was probably the
Was
first
it-
gaming console I ever had.
Yeah.
I also had the original Zelda, or one of the original Zeldas, I think, for the Game Boy.
That's the other thing. Brad, you can speak more to it, and I think, Jordan, you might have one too. I really want a Switch, and I know how big the Switch is,
I love it.
and how
Switches
awesome
are
it
awesome.
is. Yeah, I really want one, and I feel like that is so loved by so many.
I feel like
Yeah.
the gaming library could be a lot better, but like the Pokemon games they're coming out with that are open world right now, that was probably the most fun I've had playing a Pokemon game ever.
I know Brad's
It
excited.
is cool because it's like one of those things where it's like it's kind of just like like the Wii continued, or I mean, it's that same thing where it's like this walked so this could run, like it's
Right.
just a continuation, and just to kind of keep that same feeling from one console to the next is there's comfort in consistency. So
Yeah. No,
that's what I like about the Switch.
that's a really good way to put it.
It's probably the most solid handheld I think there is, because I was on my flight to Seattle, and I got the road myself. It was awesome. I sat it up on my little tray and I played Smash Bros for 6 hours. It was awesome
Awesome.
without even charging it.
Do you guys have do you have the normal one or do you have the light?
I had the normal
the
one.
normal.
Nice. Okay. I've heard good. Like I almost got a light, but then I was like, what if I want to play it on the TV with other people? So I was like,
Right.
I won't get that yet. But I've heard good things about that one because you can take it anywhere and it's like tiny, obviously. But that's super dope.
And you can play Rocket League on it, and people suck at Rocket League on the Switch.
I can't imagine.
Right.
That's like I've seen people play Apex on the Switch. I'm like, I guarantee people are garbage.
My buddy Kyler took his Switch with him when he was overseas in the military, and I played with him because that was the only time we could play together. And we were smashing people in Rocket League.
Is it pretty? Is it just like a controller, basically?
So I got the attachment. I don't know if it comes with it, but I know I have
Oh,
it.
okay.
The attachment that turns it into a controller. Because if you just play
Yeah.
like this, where it's separated, that'd be really hard.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
could see that. Yeah, that's like because I've played Smash, which I've Ultimate. I think the current one is called. Like just with the one of the side controllers. It's doable, but it's just really funny because I'm like my big hands are like over this tiny thing. But it's really cool how well and just how big and extensive the Switch is. So it deserves a spot up there for sure. But well, Michael, do you want to take it from there, my man?
I think it's Matt, right?
Yeah. I did the steak one.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, I'm stupid.
Brad, did you do one? I thought I was
I'm
last. Oh,
Look at the order.
I did. I thought I was fifth.
I actually think
I
Matt
We
is.
prepare for these.
Really?
Yeah, Brad,
so
it's
I'm
you.
now.
No, it's Brad.
Look at the order.
Sorry, I'm losing my head. We'll cut this out.
Brad, fuck you.
You put me.
Fuck you. As you can see, I put the numbers in the parentheses.
See, I wasn't looking at the numbers.
Ah,
I thought those were. Yeah.
Let's see, was this
fucked
50
up.
minutes? Yeah, I'll cut this. Don't
Cut
worry.
it, cut it, cut it,
All right.
cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.
Brad,
We need to.
Wait, why would we
Tell us
cut
your
that?
top
That's
five.
Funny. That's good
It was-
content.
There was some funny stuff in there. There was
I'll
some funny
think about
stuff.
it.
That's good content. This is good
you,
content
Brad.
right now.
Hush.
Just us arguing.
This is what podcasting is.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with
All
that.
right, that's fair.
All right,
Brad,
fine.
take it
Make me look like an
away.
idiot. It's cool.
We're all stupid. It's fine.
We have personalities.
I started it, so.
I'm a robot.
So,
Boy.
I am a big fan of. Well, I went to school for biology, and even though I was planning on going the medical route, I was
T-Rex.
a huge fan of. No, huge fan of just animals in general, and that realm of science. And I decided to do the top 5 most badass animals.
Oh,
Hey, hold
dope.
My answer. Well, I changed my answer.
Hear it.
Yeah. So, first, I just want to say an honorable mention that I have
Sure.
was a silverback gorilla. That
Yeah, okay.
didn't make my
How's
top
my
5.
dude not in the top
Damn.
5?
Yeah, I just
This
had,
list
I, had
better
to,
be.
I gotta hear
I
it
had to-
now.
I had to at
Careful.
least mention
RCM.
it because,
I appreciate the mention. Please continue.
so that being said,
Snubbed.
at 5 we have the honey badger. These animals are known to be extremely ferocious and fight off lions and hyenas. And even after they've been bitten by some of the world's most deadliest snakes, they will live for like days before finally like being killed. Like they just have more tenacity than any other animal in the world. So you got to give it
Good
to them.
vocab word. Good vocab word.
Thank you. So yeah, there's that one. What do I
That's a
have?
good one.
Oh, sorry, my order is a little jacked up. I think I had a hippo at 4.
Yeah, they're
Oh
terrifying.
yeah.
Hippos are just like what are they? 1 ton or 2 tons of just pure fat that
Or
are
beef,
somehow able to
yeah.
run at like
A forklift that can swim.
40 miles an hour that can swim.
They're scary.
Just absolutely
Yeah.
terrifying. After that, I had a I had a grizzly bear and then a killer
Ooh.
whale.
Oh,
So
those-
grizzly bear,
Solid.
extremely ferocious. Another one that's just super, super thick and super hard to get through its skin. It would just be impossible to kill.
Can I take over killer whales like achievements?
Absolutely, yeah.
Anyone who's listened before to the podcast, and these guys know, I am terrified of killer whales, and I'm happy you put them
Everybody
on.
is, dude.
I'm happy you put them on the badass animal list, but Killer whales are so smart that when they get a seal on a floating piece of ice, they'll get 3 of their buddies together, swim close to the top of the water, and disturb the water enough to knock the seal off the iceberg so they can all gang up on it and fuck it up.
Yep.
They play with their
One of the most
food.
Intelligent,
They're so
pack
smart.
pack hunters in the world.
You know
They
what's
kill whales just for the liver. They don't go for anything else. They know what they like. They go in there and take it and just let the whale die.
Antioxidants.
you know
They're
what's
killing
really,
their sport.
what's really cool about that is that like I know they're obviously extinct, but that reminds me to just have like velociraptors. Like they're super smart, they work together, and they're pretty vicious. Obviously, we don't know really how they act, but they were pack hunters. So, all right, Brad.
Cool.
Yeah. So I
Anything that kills another animal outside of its own dimension. So like they're in the water and they kill things that are outside of the water. That's terrifying.
that's a good point.
Good point.
Yeah. So
I had a nightmare.
Now
that I was
we
in,
have a taste of life.
That's where I was going, Matt.
Tastes good.
We're gonna find a way.
I had a nightmare that I'll never forget. I was on an iceberg. The killer whales knocked me off the iceberg into the water. Somehow I got back onto the iceberg, and as I'm looking down in the water, a killer whale's just charging at me. Jumps out of the water, and that's when I wake up.
Well, that's good.
I'll
would
never
be-
forget that.
Horrifying. Wow.
Quick sidebar.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just say, Matt. So we were talking about that scene with Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, and the other guys. So I read up that scene. It starts with Mark like screaming. It is entirely improvised. So they just do that, and that makes
love
it
that.
so much funnier.
That's
So-
amazing.
I love that the directors decided, yes, we're keeping this in. This
They're
is
like,
perfect.
this is awesome.
Well, a lot of times they'll do like the one for you and one for me, or they'll they have something scripted and then they'll say, okay, well, we were planning to use like 10 takes and we did it in 8. So like we're gonna just roll, and like each cut like costs an amount of money. So sometimes they'll just keep rolling, and then eventually they'll just be like, okay, just like play around with it, like we got what we need. And a lot of times, like with certain actors like that who have done improv, like you'll get the funnier cut. Will be
awesome.
like someone like that.
That's like what we do. No editing. Minimal editing. No, very
No
good
bars.
editing by Nathan.
So Brad,
just
take
because-
us. Yeah,
Yeah,
Michael,
bro.
sorry.
was
go
it?
ahead.
Well, just because the algorithm likes it, I feel obligated to say leopard seal. So, I mean, they're pretty badass. I wouldn't put it on the same level as killer whale, but leopard seal,
killer
leopard
whales
seal,
are eating
leopard
them.
seal.
Uh,
Exactly.
Killer whale is number 2.
Oh, what's
There's
what's number
another.
one?
Number 1 is a bit of a sleeper. Number 1, I had the mantis shrimp.
Yes, the
Oh.
punches.
This
Interesting.
mantis shrimp
Interesting.
is able to use its claw and punch so fast that the friction causes the water around it to boil.
What?
Have you never seen? If you've never seen
The
it, it's
fastest
amazing.
punch
Sweet.
ever recorded. 2 punches from a mantis shrimp can break bulletproof glass.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What?
I saw. I
When-
watched a video.
when they-
of, oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say when they've attacked not attacked humans, but I mean I guess when they've attacked humans, obviously they weren't lethal, but they've caused like severe blood loss.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I was gonna say I saw a video of a guy fishing in the ocean and he caught one and he was trying to like get it off the hook, but it's like it's a weird spindly looking animal, so it's not the easiest thing in the world to get off the hook. It punched him in its foot. It went through the guy's wetsuit and whatever else he had underneath it and drew blood
Wow.
Sometimes there's even a little like flash, like
in
Do
the
you
water.
think-
yeah.
like
Is its punch greater underwater than it would be, say, above surface?
I think so. I think that's how they hunt. Is because like they mess up the fish so badly with the disruption of the punch and also the water. Like
Okay.
like the fish just is knocked out cold and they eat
Right.
it.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
because
they're
sometimes-
carnivorous, apparently.
yes, they don't even. Sometimes the punches don't even hit what they're trying to hit. It's the water around it that will hit.
Just
It's like
boils.
prey.
Like it's
Yeah. Well, it won't just boil, but like it's like a punch. Like it's almost like water bending.
like a wave almost, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a
Underwater
Underwater,
wave.
like
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah. That's nuts.
And you
How
can own
many
them as
men-
pets.
What if they can break bulletproof glass?
You don't
What
need
are you
that.
making this aquarium out of? Steel? Like
One of the guys I watch on YouTube, I think his name it was Paul Clefaro who has it. He like owns a farm and a bunch of different animals and stuff. He owns a mantis shrimp and he like films it eating stuff. Really
I'm gonna wake up one morning. I'm gonna see the glass punch through. I'm like, oh shit!
Sitting over you in your bed.
What's up? Just beats you to a pulp. How big are they? How big?
Like this big.
That's terrifying.
Now
But imagine if they were huge.
when they're fully grown,
imagine
they're
That'd
pretty
be
big.
horrifying.
Like 1
Really?
foot long.
Yeah, they're over like 7-8 inches long when they're fully grown.
Well, you gotta think. I
not
mean,
small.
okay, if it's
Yeah.
punching hard enough to boil the water around it, I mean, their claws have to be moving like faster than the speed of sound. Like, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I think so.
So I
that's
want to say
crazy.
that the
fast
fastest
enough.
punch,
Yeah.
or what is it? I think a boxer's punch, like on average, is 25 miles per hour, and what is it? The mantis shrimp was like 85 miles per hour.
Okay.
But in that small of a space, in like that small of an area, and then in the water,
Yeah.
it makes it. It's like extreme.
So I feel like what it is, it's the speed plus the friction and the pressure of the water is what makes it so apparently
Yeah.
deadly.
So does it make like a cavitation bubble? Like, I'm a fluids engineer, so in other words, like it pushes the water away
Bubbles.
from the other water so fast, a vacuum bubble forms, which then collapses in on itself. And
I'd like to
causes
see a
flash
slow
of
motion.
light.
Yeah, because they like stun their prey, like with the water, like it like almost
my
like
God.
paralyzes them. It's crazy.
That's nuts.
How
Okay.
many mantis shrimp would it take
To
to
take
KO
down a
Mike
T-Rex.
Tyson? One.
Okay, Brad. So you took that. That was a great, uniquely awesome list. I had some other
Thank you.
options that I thought you were going to go. I wrote some down as you were talking.
Yeah.
3 other I thought this one may be a little low key. I think it's pretty badass, but a Komodo dragon.
I was
I was
thinking
thinking that too.
Yeah.
That was close.
That
That was on.
That's a
That was
very
up there.
good one.
Yeah,
Isn't their saliva like poisonous?
I think so, and they can almost like swallow almost everything whole. Like they just eat it.
Yeah, their saliva like breaks down tissue, and that's why they can swallow things whole because it dissolves so fast.
Like that's basically a big dragon. It's in the name, but so I thought that was that's another option. Another ocean is just crocodile. I think like a seawater crocodile is like more scary. Maybe not like badass, but like a Nile crocodile. That just seems terrifying to me because they're just
Just
massive
huge.
and they eat
The fucking
anything.
dinosaur.
And some of them will hunt humans.
I believe
Some of
it.
those guys will hunt
They can be
humans.
like 16, 20 foot long. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
But and another one was
Yeah.
just a shark, of course. But
Of course.
Wow.
That-
I
I
was
mean,
gonna
those
say that's
those are all the ones that you mentioned were definitely probably somewhere in that
maybe
7
10-ish.
to 12
Yeah,
range.
10,
Yeah.
12, 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of had an oddball one. I was thinking like when you brought up the topic, it popped in my head was an anglerfish.
Oh.
The fish that's down deep in the ocean that has like a light off its head.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say those are badass. They're just scary.
They're scary.
Like,
They
they're just
evolved
creepy
a
looking.
fish.
How do we feel about a box jellyfish?
Yeah.
pretty
Those are
terrifying,
also
yeah.
super
Could they
deadly.
kill a
just
killer whale?
exist.
I don't know.
There's
What
a super
about
deadly.
blue ringed octopus? I saw a
Are
picture.
you guys looking at
of a-
the list?
No,
No,
I'm
I
completely
saw- I
just thinking
swear to
these
God.
up.
I saw a picture of this dude, and he was like, "What kind of octopus is this?" And it's in his hand, and the guy was like,
Yes.
"It's a blue ring octopus. If you touch them, you die." So like, I hope this guy got medical attention. Like, they're not
Yeah.
very big. I'd like to mention for your list every animal in Australia, even the koala bears. I heard they're mean.
They're not
I don't
cute.
know.
What is it,
That's
like
what I've heard.
really
a Goliath bird eating tarantula or something like that? Those
Yeah.
are the ones that are like the
Probably.
size of like a big dinner like saucer plate.
As big as
I
a
hate that.
PS4.
Literally
Thank
like
you.
Everything about that.
like a foot in circumference.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mike. You got a little black dot above your head over there.
It's probably. I had a bat in my house last night. That happens way too frequently. I caught it. I released him.
Did you release it? Good.
My dad told me that he was like, "That's gonna come back in the house." I'm like, "Yeah, but not right now, so we're good. We're good."
Awesome.
Oof.
That is
So, yeah.
that's a fun list, Brad.
A solid list.
Thank you.
Matt.
Fuck for the Wells.
Matthew.
All right,
Bring us
so
home.
Bring us
I am a big movie person, so I decided to go with favorite movie characters.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I thought that was a little different.
I like it.
A
It's
little,
Different. I like it.
I kind of want to put them in order, but I kind of don't want to put them in order too, just because the more I was thinking about it, like the more I really, really like all these characters, and it was tough to like put them into order. So, so Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader is one. Ferris Bueller is another. Tony Stark was another one.
yeah.
Will Hunting from Good Will Hunting. That was another one. And then the fifth one was kind of tough. There are a lot of ones that I was trying to decide from, but I decided I was going to do a game time decision that might not have been the best idea.
It's Dr. Rosen.
You know which one you want to pick. Just say it.
You know it.
Say it.
Just do it.
You know which one you want.
Everyone on three. One,
two,
three.
three.
Jack Sparrow.
I was gonna say Captain Jack Sparrow has to be.
I was going to say Sam L from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that was Nathan.
What's it really?
The man knows.
English.
And I think I have to go with him just because of the the journey that he goes on.
I'm sorry,
in
it's
that movie.
Marcellus, right? Is that his name?
No, that's the big black guy
That's
who's the head of the mob.
Okay.
Jules Winfield, I think
That's
is his
it.
name.
Okay.
Technically, there are a lot of really good characters.
That
in the
is-
movie too. Vincent Vega is good.
You
You
wanna
know what? And the other one that it was tough was the Don Corleone from and Michael. That was, I mean, they're both really good characters.
Where's the spoon?
Jack Sparrow, that was another one.
Jack Sparrow's a great one. Yeah.
I feel like you gotta have Anakin and / Darth Vader on there too.
Oh yeah,
They're the same
Absolutely.
person. Don't spoil it, man.
Yeah. Matt, that is a phenomenal list of characters because I was also asked this recently. Yeah, go ahead.
somebody else that was on there, Sanderson Wooderson, I think is his name. It's Matthew McConaughey's character from Dazed and Confused.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of a creep, but the movie got made in the 80s, so we'll kind of let it slide, I guess.
Yeah,
It's not the best movie ever, but it's like it's a real good character. Yeah, I could go on, but yeah, so I'll let people comment and debate.
Yeah.
I liked the list. I do.
Yeah.
I think Leonardo DiCaprio has to be in there somewhere. But other than
Matthew
that,
McConaughey.
Well, you got to pick his character,
Matthew
Michael.
McConaughey.
I just said he was. McConaughey.
I know. I'm just saying in any character.
Okay.
Like in The Beach, no.
I
But
heard
in The Revenant, maybe. Probably as
That's
Jordan
the one that
Belfort.
won it.
Dalton.
I mean,
Rick Dalton.
Jordan
for
Belfort.
sure.
Jordan
Rick
Belfort for
Dalton.
sure.
And
I think
Inception. He was good in that too.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I mean I feel like
Rocky.
there's a couple different
Rocky's a good one.
versions. Couple different versions of the Joker that I think would be up
Heath
there.
Ledger.
Oh, that was one that I had.
Heath
on
Ledger
there,
would
too.
be up there. Yeah, that's
I was thinking the Jared Leto one. I mean, he's up there.
No. Next.
Okay, this was a. Shut your
It's
mouth.
Morbin time there. I had to sneak it in.
No,
That's
I
this
think
is
Heath
a low
Ledger
for me,
and
dog.
Joaquin Phoenix were both
Yeah.
did very cool portrayals of the Joker.
Oh,
It's a recent movie. I'm forgetting. It was a big deal, but it's that guy who plays like a bunch of different personalities all in the same movie.
Oh, Split.
Yeah, just as an actor, he's slept on. I watched that movie and I was
He's
like,
really good.
this is weird. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is one guy switching effortlessly between all of these characters, and they're all perfect.
21 personalities.
That was nuts. That blew my mind. I was like, that is some talent right there. I forget his name. I guess I should know more about it if I liked it so much, but whatever.
If you want to go that route, I honestly, I mean, I know that people had mixed feelings on the show, but Oscar Isaac in Moon Knight
Very good.
was awesome. I think it's so cool to watch an actor play multiple people in the same show and like go back and forth so smoothly.
They do it so well. You forget.
It's so cool.
You forget you're watching the same person a lot of times.
I was trying to remember a different show that just reminded me of the Split movie. That's it, Brad. Yeah. It was like scene to scene, like he could do it. Yet he was amazing in that.
So cool. I mean, that's probably one of my.
You lost Brad. I was
Yeah.
going to say one of my drinking rules was if Brad loses connection, I have to take a shot, but I didn't.
That's okay. We forgive you. Top 5.
I am here. Yeah,
Cheers.
Moon Knight and Loki were my top Marvel.
Tommy was great.
Yeah.
Matt, back to your list. I am with you because I was asked the same question. My number one character in a movie of all time was Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. Just because of his whole arc and his whole storyline, and just who he is. He's my favorite Star Wars character, and he's like one of my favorite movie characters / show / whatever characters. I love the Tony Stark RDJ. There's a lot of roles that people were born for. He was made for that role.
RDJ and Sherlock Holmes too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Making a new.
I heard some that they're making
too.
a third one.
They are. Yeah.
I'm big excited for that.
He's involved. I assume he's coming back to play it as well. Wasn't sure if he's going to just produce it or not, but
I'm pretty sure he's playing it.
that would make sense.
Seth Rogen as Alan the Alien in Invincible.
Steven
the
Yeun was
5
awesome in
seconds.
that too. He was awesome.
The 5 whole minutes of
And then
screen
I didn't
time.
really.
It should be
Ferris
said.
Bueller's. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. You were saying something. Go
No, I
ahead.
was just going to say, Michael, off of your point, like, it should be said that voice actors do an incredible job, and they're just as good as I think other actors.
The Rock,
live action
Moana,
actors as well. Yeah,
The Rock and Moana,
yeah.
Zuko.
Mark Hamill in anything.
Yes.
Uncle Iroh. Oh my God, the
Rest in
original
peace,
and the
Marco.
new guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Voice actors. Yeah.
Leaves from the Vine.
Brad,
Moment
I
of silence.
vibe so hard to that lo-fi version.
Right?
I love it so much.
Oh, it's so good. I put it on in the car on my way to work
Oh.
in the morning. I'm just like,
So good.
A lo-fi what?
Leaves from the Vine.
Hmm.
It's
The version of that, it's so good. And then
it's the
Brad,
song that Iroh sings.
I went into a rabbit hole of that artist, and then I downloaded like everything. So
Oh, what is it?
fruit music, fruit lo-fi.
Yeah, I
something
have the
like
whole
that.
playlist that updates
Yeah.
through Apple Music.
They're
So
awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Keeping on the movie topic, I was curious. Just another separate top 5 list, Matt. It was a great list. I like how you went characters. I think that was a really unique twist to it, and just franchises in general. Do you guys have like a top 5 of just movie franchise? And just to spit off some of the top, like I wrote down like Star Wars, Marvel. This was mine, like Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, and then Indiana Jones.
Those are the big
I think
ones.
you're missing a big one, sir.
Which one?
Star Trek.
It's a tough list, man.
I think that you missed Pirates of the Caribbean.
I could
That's-
even put DC in there. I forgot to put DC in there. It's
You didn't forget. That's hot garbage.
don't throw shade on Christopher Nolan.
I'm not. That's the best movie. That's the Superman is
It
like
is the
the
best
Man of Steel is the best movie.
Oh no,
I
it's
think
not.
they-
It's the
I
Dark
think they
Knight,
have the
but-
bones to make it better, though. Like
they definitely
seeing what's coming down the pipeline, I think it could get better.
No, they have started to
They don't go
replicate
bankrupt.
an MCU Kevin Feige type of setup because they have one guy who's going to kind of watch over it all. And it's kind of sad, but kind of bad. Like Ezra Miller's The Flash. I saw like test screenings rated highest ever since The Dark Knight.
Get out of
People
here.
are like, well, great. Like this guy.
What are you gonna do now?
They're like a total mess. They're criminals. But yeah. But then I think I saw an article. It's like they always post that, like, oh, the Bat, whatever posted the highest rating. So it could just be, all
Well, the latest
media thing.
Batman was really good.
DC's on the up and up. I think so. I'm excited for Black Adam. That should be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Shazam 2. I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
But do you guys have had like any other top 5 lists or anything like that you'd like to bring up?
I had a bunch. I have one I could run through pretty quick too, and
Yeah.
it might spur some controversy. I don't know. And the number 1 overall pick is going to be our number 1 overall, no matter what, and I can guarantee it. My top 5. Let me take a drink. Hold on. Is
Top
sodas.
5 what?
Oh,
And Michael said it again, so it's for you.
I know what mine is.
Yep, number 1
I think
overall.
I
I think we
had
can all
some
admit
today.
is Baja. I had
Baja.
it last night. Easy peasy,
I mean-
but now the nitty gritty. I don't know where you guys stand with your sodas, but my second
Let's
one
hear
was Jarritos lime soda. So it's the green lime soda you get at most Mexican restaurants.
No, out the window. No.
It always comes in a bottle, and it is awesome. I
No.
love it. It's my number 2.
I don't know
Number
about
3
that one,
is
Chief.
Barks root beer.
Blech.
Number 4 is
Root beer is
Sprite.
disgusting.
All right.
Is it McDonald's Sprite?
Give me that
Right,
lean,
Any
dog.
Sprite. Any Sprite.
That's some cough medicine.
There's a
I'm good.
difference.
It mixes with everything. And then number
kidding.
5, red cream soda with honorable mentions, just regular Mountain Dew and McDonald's Coca-Cola.
Boy,
Okay, Coca-Cola needs to be number 2 on that list, probably. It's up there.
It leaves such a sugary taste in your mouth.
I will spit.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar in it.
I'll spit out a quick top 5 for me. Baja Blast, Vanilla Coke, probably Code
good.
Red, Sprite, and then Dr. Pepper.
I was gonna say Baja, cherry Dr Pepper,
That
Is that
sounds
it?
good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sunkissed, Coke, Sprite.
it's a good list. I respect it.
Baja, Coke, Riot Punch, Fight Milk, and then
and Surge.
Baja,
Those are supplements.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos, Mountain Dew. You can get a supplement
It's
for
gross.
$1.
Have you tried it?
Dude,
No.
It's so bad.
someone
can
described
get
it to
it
me
everywhere.
that they got
It's
like a
actually
heartburn.
spicy.
They got like a heartburn after drinking that.
Yeah, it's actually, it made my mouth spicy. It was weird
That's
as hell.
disgusting.
Disgusting. I've had this isn't pop, but I've had a it's a habanero mango IPA because I think I'm a snob.
Why?
And well, I was like,
Habaneros
I
before
like
was
spicy.
Horrible.
Yeah, they're not good. It just hurts and it tastes like beer that's on fire and it's like hot. It's gross.
And it made Michael sweat.
Oh, absolutely. That's a guarantee.
All right, you
I
want to
was
finish your,
sweaty.
your 5?
Yes, Baja, Coca-Cola. Actually, no, cherry Coca-Cola, the regular
Coke's good.
Coca-Cola. I want to throw definitely like a Sprite in the mix, and then we'll finish up the list. I don't have a specific brand, but something about cream soda. You know what I mean? It hit different.
It's
so,
nostalgic, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was born in a different time. Maybe the
Michael's
50s,
like, I wish
but-
when they still put cocaine in my Coke, but
You're not wrong, man. I would drink that instead of coffee. No, I'm kidding. Cocaine is probably bad. Yeah, that's my list.
Matt.
So Baja Blast. I really like the Mountain Dew. I think it came out within the last like 18 months. The watermelon. It's really tasty. Cranberry 0-calorie Sprite. It's just a classic.
Was that the one LeBron James was
You love
sponsoring?
that.
He
my
did
God.
the normal cranberry one, and then they made a 0-calorie one, which I like to drink with. I just think it's like the best of both worlds. You get some cranberry, you get some Sprite. You get
You want a
0
Sprite
calories.
cranberry?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what that commercial was.
Pretty good impression.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Cleveland.
thank you. Thank you.
There it
This
is.
one is for you.
Um,
And then he abandoned you twice. It's okay.
I'm sorry, Michael. How many championships does your city have in the last 10 years?
Several, like
2 or
Oh,
3.
shit, I'm not even thinking.
back to back.
Penn's got back to back.
Steelers.
Snap. What are you doing, man?
I mean,
God damn it.
we made it. We've lost more Super Bowls than you've been in, bitch.
We have more championships than you do.
What have you done for me lately?
Panthers have been more than the Browns, so.
We also, you are a charity franchise. Pipe down.
Whoa!
The Roonies.
No, he's talking to me.
No, Michael, your franchise is one of the all-time greats.
That's right.
Finish your list,
I-
Matt.
All right, I have 2 more. Last 2. Dr. Pepper and then Cherry Coke. No, I said Cherry Coke. No, I didn't. Cherry Coke.
Something about Dr. Pepper just hits different. It's not like
Yeah.
my favorite, but I don't have it often. It's very good. It's very good.
Michael, get that shit out of here.
I appreciate that we all have Baja number 1.
Mhm.
We'll say
It's just
Unanimous.
something-
unanimous.
It's the nectar. It's the nectar
It's
of
the
the
nectar
gods.
of
Honestly,
the
I
gods.
think I had 500 calories of Baja today.
I'm so proud of you.
What's your point?
Something
Just,
good
just
day?
a fact.
Those are
just a
rookie
fact.
numbers. Pump those up.
I had one other additional top 5 topic.
Give it to us.
All right. So I'm gonna get a little nerdy on you guys here.
It's just,
So there we go.
that's it.
So
Mine are in the
I was
bathroom.
also thinking along the lines of just things that I like in general, things I like to talk about. One of those, we mentioned it earlier, Pokemon.
Mm.
So I was thinking of my top 5 favorite legendaries in Pokemon.
Ooh.
So, at 5, I have Groudon.
Yep.
4, I have Deoxys, the alien,
Yes.
the alien one. 3, I have Suicune and like Entei, like the original.
yeah.
The 3 dogs.
Mm-hmm. 2, I had Mewtwo for nostalgia purposes, and number 1, I had Rayquaza.
Yes. That I was hoping he'd make your list.
Oh yeah, he has to. I mean, he's got the best design. He's super strong. It's sick all around. It's so fucking cool.
I don't know enough Pokemon lore, but I've always loved Rayquaza, just as a Pokemon. And as we talked about before, Brad, for a little bit, that was one of my favorite Pokemon that I've played. He's badass. That's a great list. I would add just some of the. I know more of the original, like Zapdos. Then I forget the fire one.
Moltres.
Yes, yeah, I like those two a
Arctic,
lot.
I know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
My
Mewtwo,
top 5
of course.
Super solid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My top 5. Recent one. I'll share this with another one. Giratina. Am I saying it right? No,
Giratina, yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Fred's like, yes.
And then it shares
approve.
the fifth spot with Ho-Oh.
Oh yeah.
Then Mewtwo. I almost said the wrong name because it's on my Pokemon Go and it's a different name. it's Inte.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But Entei. Just from when I was a child, because I love that movie with him in it.
It's awesome, yeah.
I forgot my number 2. I tried to list them in my head really fast. Latios and Latias, because I also enjoyed the movie they were in. And then number 1 overall is Lugia.
Lugia's sweet.
Oh, that's
I knew
cool.
you were gonna put him on there.
I know him.
Well, I think we've argued about that before, like drunkenly one time.
Really?
I think
Wow.
so. I remember talking about this.
I was gonna say I'm right there with you. I think it's awesome. I think that movie was so good when I was little. I used to love that movie.
You know, I can't say I ever got into Pokemon, and I really don't know any legendaries besides Mewtwo, but here's my list.
I don't either.
Step 1, always number 1. Number 0, if I could, above all, is Pikachu,
There it
but only
is.
from Smash with the hat, because down B, meet me in the Thunderdome. Number 2, he's like one of the billions more Pokemon that they made. Trubbish, he's a pile of garbage. It's hilarious. Number 3, Geodude is just a big rock with arms. Number 4, Snorlax.
Michael, you're naming Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, he's allowed because he doesn't know any of the legendaries.
I don't know any legendary.
We'll take it.
Snorlax, he's like a big pillow guy that doesn't move, and I can vibe with that sometimes. And number 5, coming in at the bottom of the list, Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I was about to say that.
Michael, what about Muck?
That's awesome.
He's just a pile of sludge. I don't even know. How is that a Pokemon? How did that get through? I mean, I don't know who created all the Pokemon stuff, but I'm sure there was like a verifier and like a manager. Who signed off on that? It's like, yeah, he's a pile of slime.
One of the funny jokes with Rocket League was all their Pokemon were like named backwards. So Ekans was Snake and Arbok was Cobra.
Oh, yeah.
And then they made Muck, which is cum.
Oh
my god.
So,
I've had some pretty dumb looking ones, and at least if I have one, it's got to be Magikarp. Chris.
For the Pokemon, for the non-Pokemon fans, me too, but Matt and Michael, you will know, I just remembered them, and I wanted to ask what we called them, because I cannot remember. But what did we call Latios and Latios, the twin Pokemon ball that we got in Smash? That they went pew, pew, pew. Do you remember what we called them?
I think just
was
the
like-
twins.
We had something stupid for it, I'm sure.
I know, I used to yell twin fuck.
It was
Maybe it was twins. I don't remember.
Oh no, not the twins.
Was it like the twin fox or something like that?
Probably.
There was a lot of fucks going on in Smash.
For context,
And then we had
every
Fat
trophy,
Gardevoir.
Pokeball, we had a nickname for it. So
Gardevoir was the drunken housewife.
She would walk around like she was off her ass on Xanax and wine, and I mean, just take your kids to soccer practice. Like, no, just get out of here. I don't even know what she did.
Little Mac was Rocky.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
I don't remember what snack lunch or the Pokemon that eats everything. Munchlax was something.
Probably garbage can. I don't know.
What is
And then that
Bonds-
one, Bonsly, if you throw it at someone, it just
The
automatically
tree!
kills them.
Oh, I would terrorize you guys with the tree.
The puppy.
Stop. Yeah, we couldn't be mean to him.
No, he was
adorable.
nice.
He was
I
a
think
good
we
boy.
almost were just like, okay, let's stop. It's more of an annoyance than an actual tool. But well, if I had to name top 5 friends, well, it's these guys and myself. Plus Emily, of course, she's the top.
As we say, what about your she better.
I meant like besides my beautiful wife, that is my best friend. This is the MOBcast.
Oh, I see how it is. Number 2, I get it. Bye. No.
You'll get there.
All right,
you'll
number 5, be quiet.
Julia listens. No, this has been a great time, guys. I love this. This is the MOBcast. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Episode something.
What's that sound? It's the MOBcast.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.